We want to welcome everybody to McKenzie Stadium here for the second half here of our doubleheader tonight. As you see on the screen there, that's the Evergreen Plainsmen and Kelso Highlanders down there on the coin toss, trying to figure out who is going to take the ball here as we start this game off. We want to welcome you guys here to this second half. We're going to be on channel 29 on Comcast and at the Evergreen School District for YouTube. This is EPS Sports. Rodney Lawrence, Ryan Vassbinder here. So we just want to make sure that you guys understand that this game has some interesting playoff implications going on, doesn't it, Ryan? As we kind of talk about this, Kelso already has solidified their spot or position into the playoffs. Evergreen has to win this game, would then create some real interesting math, because kind of depending on what happens out there between Prairie and Heritage, we might be looking at a three-way tie for Evergreen, Prairie, and Mountain View for a playoff on Monday afternoon.
Yeah, and that could be really interesting. And you think, Prairie's certainly going to take care of business tonight. You would think playing Heritage, who hasn't won a game yet this season, but you never know what these types of things that can happen. I mean, Kelso's coming out here, and I'll tell you, 5-0 in league looks a whole lot better than 4-1. So
yeah, it sure does. It sure does,
especially when it comes to seeding and everything else for the playoffs.
And Mountain View's out of town playing, so there is no playoff implications or anything. I mean, they're playing a non-league game, so they're just sitting around waiting to see what goes on before they get to make a decision about what's up.
For sure.
So we're getting ready to start for the national anthem. So we're going to go ahead and step aside here, and then we'll come back around for the national anthem. All right, so as we, nice rendition there of the national anthem by the Evergreen Marching Band there. So Ron, we just kind of, we were kind of talking about this before we came on the air about this game, about, who we might have the upper hand on possibly winning this game. It's wet, it's ugly, it's nasty, it's cold. Kelso is a running team. I mean, that's what they do.
Yeah.
You just kind of look at it when you think about their two running backs, Noah and Kalalikte, between them, well over 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns. So, you just kind of, that's what they do. Kelso has always been known of it for keeping the ball on the ground, grinding out the clock, and just keeping everybody else away from it. Evergreen offense a little bit more sophisticated than that. They like to throw the ball around. They play two different quarterbacks. They generally, you never know which one's going to start, but both, you're going to always see both of them before the game's over. They're two different types of quarterbacks. So we'll just kind of see what's going on here. We saw a lot of turnovers in that first game, and weather might have played a big part in that. And this is kind of the first time it's really gotten cold down here for us, for these guys to play some football. The rain has started to come down a little bit again here, so it's going to be about keeping the balls dry and not losing it when you have the opportunities.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I think weather certainly plays a part. This is the first Friday night where it's really been cold and wet, and so we're going to see some turnovers tonight. And whether it's fumbling the football or balls not coming out of the hands of the quarterback as well as they want, it's definitely going to play a factor, right? With Kelso, like you said, they like to run the ball, and there's something about being able to run the ball when the other team knows you're going to run the ball, and they've still been successful.
Yeah.
And so that's the biggest piece that Evergreen's going to have to figure out is how do you contain that run from Kelso? If they can do that, they've got a shot tonight.
Yeah, they definitely do. And we are off here with the kickoff, the first kickoff here. And that ball is going to be taken right at the 1-inch line. And Evergreen is going to be all over him. Let's see where they're going to stop the forward momentum. It looks like they're going to put the ball down at the 15-yard line, so it'll be first down and 10 from the 15. That was Kalikti, number 14, who was the receiver of the ball there. Got it out to the 15-yard line.
Questionable decision there not to let it just bounce into the end zone, take it at the 20, but we'll see what happens.
Yep, he sure did. Starting quarterback for Kelso is going to be Amrine, Tucker Amrine. He's been their starter all year long. And the running back tonight is going to be Connor Noah. Come up, offset pistol formation. They're going to give that to Noah. Noah's going to try to get that one right up the middle. Get about a yard out of it. Evergreen shows up today with an odd front. And it looks like the big nose guard tonight is going to be Crater, one of the biggest guys on their team, 6'6", 295, playing nose guard for him. So we'll have him there, obviously, to make that big push for Noah. They get the ball to Noah. Momentum will start up at the 20-yard line. That'll bring up second down. Or third down, I apologize. 3rd and 5, halfway there. So Evergreen steps back up. Kelso comes out in a triple receiver setup up top. Roll out there for Amrine. He is going to bounce to the outside, still looking to get it down the field, and it's going to be an incomplete pass.
That ball just thrown low while on the run by Amrine. It's going to bring up 4th down. Evergreen being successful.
Yeah, the intended receiver on that one was Marshall. Amrine designed rollout, trying to give him some more room. One good thing, constantly looking downfield, never really looked to run that one the entire time, was trying to find his receiver downfield. They're going to fall short, 4 and 5, and they're going to be kicking this one away. Fair catch, and that's going to bounce out of his hands. But he is able to get back on that. Lucky for him. And that is going to be LaDamian McCord. Just kind of misjudged that one and didn't get under that one all the way. So with that, the Plainsmen are going to take the ball over on the 35-yard line. Khalil Osbin, the starting quarterback tonight. Big 3 receiver set on the far side. It looks like they're going to line them up in a bunch. We've got a penalty flag that it looks like not quite sure what was going on. Yeah.
It's so wet and slippery out there, even the referees are dropping things.
Right. Hard to hold on to their flag, so they had to wave that one off, and here we go, first down and 10. Get this ball out to Landry. Landry picks up a great block, steps inside, then back out. He's going to be up the sideline for the touchdown, and from the first play of scrimmage, Evergreen on the scoreboard. 10:03 left to play in the first quarter. And they are out there. We got to give credit for that. We'll have to check this one out on the replay and give credit there for Arthur Band for the block he throws that frees him up. And there it is right there. We got to see it in the angle. And once Landry opens up, ain't nobody going to stop him.
Yeah, no, nobody's going to catch him. As soon as he's able to bounce right back into the inside and find that little slot, he's going to take off as he did and find the end zone for 6.
Yeah, he sure is. He sure is. Great job there by Jonathan Landry. This ball is going to get over. Well, he may have got saved here because the whistle blew. And that's going to go against Kelso. Save that high snap.
Yeah,
And Evergreen will get another. Yeah, they'll get another opportunity at this. They'll reline that up, and we'll try it again. And there was going to be a problem there with the hold, and they are not going to be able to get that one off. So, just like that first game we did today, 6 points. Well, sometimes that can hurt you down the road.
It certainly can, and I think, where I didn't think 6 points would really lose, or that extra point wouldn't lose them the game necessarily. I think this game could be a little bit different, and that missed extra point can certainly come back to bite them.
Yeah, it sure can. It sure can. It looks like definitely there was a problem with the snap and the hold on that one, trying to get that one down for the kick. So that quick, Evergreen on the board, 6-0.
And that's certainly a start that Evergreen wants. They come out and they force Kelso to go 3 and out, and they come back first play from the line of scrimmage, and they put up 6.
Yeah.
It's a start they were looking for.
65-yard touchdown pass for Khalil Osman as he comes in for the first play from scrimmage. And here we go again as we Evergreen kicks this off for the second time tonight. It'll be collected right at the 5. And he'll get across the 25, and it looks like they're going to spot him at about the 27, 28-yard line. First down and 10 from there.
Returned by Nazir Lucas. Let me tell you something. We don't have heights and weights over here for Kelso, but he was a big boy, and he gets running downhill. It's going to be tough to stop him.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. All right, so Kelso brings in their power running game there, have now a fullback. Nice run by Noah as he gets in under that block thrown by, who is that, number 7? That's Kyle Franzen. Looks like he is playing the up back. Threw a nice block out there, allowed Noah to get underneath that. Nice 7-yard run from scrimmage. Franz is now flipped over, ball back to Noah. Looks like the spot, that will be enough to move the chains as they put the ball down on the 40-yard line. First down and 10. And this is the type of game that Kelso likes to run, and Evergreen this is what they're going to have to be careful for. That second down and 5 and second and 4 and in those type of situations makes for a tough night.
Well, and that's Kelso's game plan. If they can come out and get 3-4 yards of carry, that's all they're looking for, because it sets them up for a third and short.
Yeah, sure does. Another handoff there. Connor Noah, this time he is going to get popped right at the line of scrimmage.
It's like that stop was made by Logan Trotter, coming up with a big hit on
Sure
Noah.
Did. No, we'll get a yard out of it. Big Pop still able to fall forward, so that's always something positive you look for when you're running back. Running back drops back, looks for Noah out there in the open. Noah able to pick that one up. Looks like he's going to get about 2 yards out of that one. Bring up third down and 7. Good situation here for the Evergreen Plainsman defense. Going to go ahead and keep this himself. Not anywhere for him to run. Looks like they might give him a yard on that, which is going to bring out the kicking team. Real conservative play on there. Lined up like, third and sevens passing situation. Brought another receiver into the game. Thought he was going to be able to just take it himself and kind of get the 7 yards out of it. Good job there for the Evergreen Plainsman defense up front, being able to stop that.
Yeah, for sure.
Punt, not a very high one, and that's going to be shanked off the side of his foot. Looks like they have that going out of bounds right at about the 35-yard line. Evergreen will take the ball over from there. It's Evergreen's second possession of the game. Khalil Osmond back in the game as the starter. Going to pitch out to, that looks like that's going to be LaDamian McCord. Fast young man, able to get 11 yards out of that before he's run out of bounds.
Yeah, you see McCord here just getting to the outside, catching the edge. Able to get 11 and first down.
Good downfield blocking there from some of his receivers. Ball on the 46-yard line, 1st and 10. Osmond decides to keep this one himself. Looks like he'll get a yard out of that one. Not generally the type of plays he runs. He doesn't really run the read option type plays. He's either going to give it to him or drop back and throw it.
He's going to fling it.
Moves back into pistol formation. Drops back. Has a man on the outside, able to get it to him right away. That's going to be Lamberth.
Good catch there, making sure he gets his feet in bounds.
That good catch will move the chains. Flip-flopping the receivers. Lamberth will come out here by himself. Down here at the bottom of the screen. 3 receivers set right into the boundaries out there. Pistol formation. Looks like there may have been a little problem in what side of the quarterback McCord was supposed to be on, but he does get some yards out there. He'll get down to the 40-yard line just because the young man is just quick and athletic. Able to find some space and step into it. McCord moves out of pistol formation. Sets up beside the quarterback. Osmond gets it out quick. Kelso all over the quick pass to the outside. Landry, the receiver, and not going to get any yards out of that, and that'll bring up 3rd down. Formation change. Field clock down to 10 seconds. Osmond drops back, has a man out in the flat, makes the catch. That's going to be Osmond who makes the catch before he is run out of bounds.
It's Lambert with his second reception of the night.
Yes. Both receptions, chain moving receptions for Lambert. All right, slot receivers on either side. I'm going to hand this one off to McCord. McCord gets across the 30-yard line. Like they're going to give him a yard on that. Bunch set up here into the boundary of receivers. Osmond drops back. That ball is almost picked off as he is trying to hit the screen pass right there in the middle of the field there for McCord.
Yeah, Brady Phillips here, the big defensive lineman, almost able to come up with a pick. A little
good job there by the big lineman, realizing that that was going to be a screenplay, and he stopped his pursuit.
Yeah.
Nice heads-up play there by the D lineman right there. All right, 3rd and 9. Trip receiver as Osmond's going to drop back. And he is going to hit Osmond again. Osmond is just his go-to guy right now. Osmond catches that. Lambert goes out and catches that on the 20-yard line. All right, that will move the chains. And another first down for the Evergreen Plainsmen.
That's the third catch for the third first down for Lambert. What that might do is that might open up some of that space in the slot receiver spot.
Yeah.
For Evergreen.
All right, Evergreen on a rush here now. Field clock now down just under 5 seconds. They're going to have to get this one away before they get a penalty. Kelso all over that. The big tackle, plugging that play up all together there. Big number 56, just not allowing that to happen. But I kind of felt like that might have been a throwaway play for Evergreen, just not to lose 5.
Right, yeah, and it certainly could have. I mean,
you know. That'll bring up 2nd down and 9. And great run in there by the running back McCord, who turns possibly could have been 5 or 6 yard loss into a gain. He's going to make it. Looks like they have him inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, this is a great little scramble by McCord, and I'm actually more surprised that there isn't a holding penalty here. Usually you typically see some sort of holding penalty when things happen like this.
You're exactly right. Exactly right. But instead of, 3rd and a whole lot, they're looking at 3rd and 3. Whole lot can go down here. Osmond. That ball is almost picked off. Looked like a communication breakdown between him and that receiver out there on the outside.
Looks like Evergreen's gonna maybe try to put up 3 here.
Yeah.
With a field goal.
Let's struggled the last time for the extra point. We'll see if they're able to find success here on the field goal. This time able to get the ball down, and they're able to put that through the uprights and put 3 more on the board as Evergreen now goes up 9-0 over the Highlanders, and we are just under 2 minutes left to play in the first quarter. So Evergreen has scored on both possessions that they've had the ball in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, and Evergreen's done a good job so far of stacking the box and preventing the run. You know, they allowed Kelso probably 20, 30 yards in that last possession, but they were ultimately able to go ahead and stuff him and make him turn the ball over.
Yeah, sure do. I mean, Kelso is, Kelso is, they have solidified their position in going into the playoffs, but they need to make a good showing for the seeding portion of this. They want to make it into the first 11 teams so they can have their first playoff game at home. They don't want to have to be on the road. All right, here we are ready for the kickoff. It's a nice high kick that's going to get picked up at the 5. Nice job by the Kalecki as he cuts that back upfield. He's going to make it just about to midfield as he goes down on the 46-yard line.
That's a big return there.
Well, we'll try to get another shot of that nice run back here a little bit later. Right now, they're going to go ahead and take the ball over on the 45-yard line. First down. Here it is. Nice cutback. Found some space out there, and a nice little explosion once he gets up. But once he finds a little room to run in. Good job there by the running back. Split running backs here, and they're going to hand it off again. Lakeside is the running back, number 14. Nice run on his part. Going to get just about 10 out of that. This is going to bring up second down. Actually, they are. Looks like they're going to give him the 10 and move the chains. First down. Two running back backfield. We'll hand this one off again. Nice run by the running back. Connor Noah sets a nice block, allows Kalekai to get up inside of that. Breaking the huddle here. This looks like this will probably be the last play of the first quarter. Adrime drops, has a man open. Tried to drop that in on him. Intended receiver on that play. It looks like Ethan Mitchell.
It was good coverage there. If that ball was going to be caught, it was going to have to be a perfectly slotted ball.
It sure was going to have to be. That incomplete pass, that does stop the clock with 14 seconds, so there is one more play left here. I do believe in this quarter, unless they make this another pass play and it's incomplete. Nice cross buck. Noah Connor gets out there or Connor Noah, I'm sorry, gets out on a nice running play there. And he is going to get enough to move the chains. So he was run out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 7 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Well, the clock will wind. So as they reset the chain, so that is going to be the final play of the first quarter. Evergreen's on top, 9-3. But Kelso definitely showing some momentum with the running game between the two running backs here. So we'll see what this second quarter holds for us.
Yeah, we'll see. Evergreen came out strong, right? And they were able to hold Kelso to a goose egg in that first quarter. And so, they came out. They've proven that they are able to stop the run so far. And now, like you said, Kelso's certainly been able to move the chains, and it has a little bit of momentum going downfield as we move into the second quarter. But offensively, Evergreen is looking really strong as well.
Yeah, they sure are. They sure are. We'll just kind of see how this kind of plays itself out. When I watched the Evergreen Kelso game, the Mountain View Kelso game, Kelso they just stayed in it. They just stayed close enough, and when it got down to the end of the game, they were there to make the big play to win. They ended up taking that away from Mountain View. Essentially, took them out of the driver's seat of their own destination with that loss to Kelso.
Yeah, and one thing with Kelso, they're down by 9, but the thing is, with the way that they run the football, they control the clock.
Yeah,
they're able to control the clock. They can determine whether or not that clock runs, and as long as they stay within striking distance, they're going
to be a threat. They're going to definitely be a threat. All right, well, they're coming back out here in the start of the second quarter. Drops back. He's going to get flushed, trying to get somebody to get upfield. Able to make the catch. Nice little catch. He's going to be able to pull that in. Good job there on Amrine, who kind of sits in there and takes the pop.
Yeah, he did a great job here to be accurate with this throw.
Zeke Smith, right? Nice hands for Zeke Smith to be able to catch that and still come down inside.
Yeah, that's Isaac
Does a
Taylor.
good job keeping his feet down.
Yeah, Isaac Taylor puts the pressure on him, delivers a big pop. But it doesn't prevent Amrine to go ahead and make the pass.
Tyler Clevin now in the game as the up back. Connor Noah still the tailback in this situation. Looks like Noah's going to get down to about the 15-yard line. All right, new guy in the game, Trey Hoover now, number 20, lined up outside in the slot. Tight fullback. Noah's going to go take that inside. Noah's going to go down inside the 10-yard line. Nice, strong downhill run. Franzen is the up back, playing the fullback. The seal block there, allowing Connor Noah to get inside of that and get those extra yards. That'll bring up first down and goal inside the 10. They're going to get a timeout here on Evergreen. Evergreen using their first timeout of the quarter, or of the half, I should say. So, yeah, definitely a good place, I would think, to call a timeout. Up to this point, they've been methodically moving the ball, down the field here and just moving the chains and eating up clock. Real quick, they can be within 2.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And, one thing that they're going to have to be careful of, we know Kelso's a running team, and they love to pound the football on the ground, but at the same time, your safeties, can't be sleeping. Because you can get a receiver running back behind them and nobody even notice.
Yeah, you sure can. I mean, they do have guys that'll catch the ball out there. Easton Marshall, he's another one who'll catch it. We haven't heard much from him tonight, but I remember the last game I did with these guys. Number 88, Reese Collins, who's been kind of quiet tonight, offensively, I should say, would do something like that. And a nice little swing out pass there for Noah, not able to take care of that. That's Jonathan Landry out there. Ran with him the entire time, made a nice open field tackle to actually have them lose a couple of yards on that one. As they bring up second down. Ball gets moved to the far hash. Franzen, fullback. They're going to give this one to Connor Noah again. He's just going to lower his shoulder, trying to pound his way through there. He'll make it down to the 2nd-yard line in 3rd down. We've got a player hurt. This looks like on the Kelso side. Hopefully he's going to be okay. And he is. He runs off on his own, so that's always a nice sign. I think the likelihood of seeing him later on in the game is real good. The officials are going to wind the clock. Another one to Connor. Connor, this time he is going to go in with fierce determination.
He was. And I think you saw that coming. There's just no way stopping him from there.
He was like, you're not stopping me. I'm going to get in on this one. So, nice, strong, hard downhill run, and that's going to put them on the scoreboard here.
And something that's impressive with Connor Noah is that as you watch him, you can tell he hits his 2nd gear before he even hits the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he sure does.
And by the time he gets there, there's no way you're not going to stop him from getting at least 2-3 yards a carry.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Tate Mead, the kicker, trying to get him even closer. And that is going to get through. So in the 2nd quarter, 9.5 left until halftime. Kelso, nice strong run as Noah shows his determination to get into the end zone on that play.
Yeah, I think that was Connor Cuppers there on the receiving end of that Connor Noah rush.
Yeah.
You could see him after he takes that hit.
He took a pop on that one.
There's nothing that he could have done.
Those are the type of hits that make you, second guess the next time he shows up against him. That just gives Connor Noah that much more advantage, knowing because, when you feel like, oh, he lit me up the last time he came through here, it'll make you think for 1 second, and sometimes that's all you need. Set up now. I mean, Evergreen missed their opportunity on their last possession. They should have put 6 on the scoreboard there and settled for the 3, and now it looks like it's put them in a different situation, especially the way that Kelso just went down the field just then. kickoff here. And he lets that one go out of bounds. Arthur Band looked like he was going to go for it and decided not to, so they'll take the ball out on the 35-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 there for Evergreen. And so they're going to take the penalty and make them kick it again. Here we go again. We'll try this a second time. And this time they'll go ahead and kick it away. Fielded right at the 15. And they'll go down at about the 28-yard line. So lost a couple of yards on that one. They could have got another 35 with the penalty.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, if you're Evergreen, you take that penalty, you force them to kick it.
Yeah.
You know, to LaDamian McCord, who's gonna
or Jonathan Landry.
Yeah,
yeah,
and they
exactly.
can return for some big yards.
They sure can. McCord starting running back. Fake pitch there by the big quarterback, and that's going to be Osmond. Looks like it might have been a good job he did fake that, because it does look like that there was a linebacker in the lane for that one.
Not.
Man in motion, they're going to hand this one off. Good block there by McCord. Landry fumbles the ball. Kelso's going to get it back. So the first big turnover by the Evergreen Plainsmen as Landry fumbles the ball as he comes around the edge there. And Kelso picks that up and now has an opportunity to take the lead here as they get the ball back in Evergreen territory.
Yeah, it's uncharacteristic of Landry. He's pretty sure-handed for the most part, and I think this ball just gets stripped out from under him.
Yeah, he just grabs it. He gets hit. It's wet. Nice seal block there by his running back buddy, McCord, to help him get the edge, and just not able to hold on to the ball. So Kelso now has the ball in pretty good field position as they're going back the other direction with it. Come out with a 3-receiver set here, pistol formation. Great slide and catch there by the receiver, Marshall.
This is exactly what I was talking about last series.
Yeah.
They're not quite expecting, and the receiver's able to go ahead and get behind those defensive backs. If that ball was better thrown,
that could have been another touchdown.
Absolutely.
A touchdown. And then also all of a sudden Kelso's on top. Tyler Clevin in the game as the up back. They're going to give this to Noah. Noah falls in behind Clevin. Nice run. We're going to have a penalty flag. It's probably going to be holding from where I see it thrown. And that's exactly what it is, and that's going to back them up 10. back him up 10 yards from the 21-yard line. Push him all the way back to the 31. Once again, looking for that pass. There's a screen on the far side. Evergreen is going to be all over this one this time. Screen play is not going to go anywhere. Looks like he'll get a couple of yards at best on this one. And it'll bring up second down. Kelso playing a lot of guys tonight, bringing in a whole lot of people for different types of formations. Playing some situational type football here. Back to a single back set. Noah, the single back. Zeke down here by himself. And we're going to get a delay of game call. Going to back him up even 5. Zeke Smith out here, down here at the bottom by himself too, which is one of their better receivers. Not necessarily somebody you like to keep open. Drops back. Goes for Smith. Smith trying to bring that one in. Able to round it in, but he is going to be outside. Nice job there by Amrine dropping that in on him. He's just not able to keep his feet in bounds.
Absolutely. It was put in the right place where only his receiver could get it. Just happened to be just outside of the lines.
Yeah. Yeah, here's a nice shot of that there.
All right, able to just drop it in on a dime.
Right there. That would have been
a step out.
Yep. Not able to pull that one in. Kelso calls timeout. This is their first timeout for the first half of the game. Good situation there to go for it. Now we're looking at third and 19, though. I mean, you got to know that the Plainsman defense, they're going to come after you on this one.
Absolutely.
You know. Three receivers down here at the bottom of the screen. You have to be careful. They have got Zeke Smith out there by himself. Landry guarding him. That's who he was trying to look for. He ended up getting it to him anyway, but they're not going to get enough for the first down. But I guess they feel like they're in 4-down territory, so they're going to go ahead and doesn't look like the punt. Well, it didn't make any sense for the punt team to come out, but they're not going to send out the
field goal unit
kicking team either. So kind of in no man's land with this one. They got to go for it.
You need 7 here if you're Kelso. Maybe looking at a little out route, maybe a little slant across the middle, something where you have to make sure you pick up those 7 yards.
Yeah, they have to get them. They have to get the 7. Drops back. He's going to get chased out of the pocket, and he is going to lose yards on this. And great job there by Evergreen defense, and they're going to turn the ball over on downs. Kelso misses an opportunity to take advantage of the turnover by the Evergreen Plainsmen. So Evergreen will take the ball back in their territory, first down. Gets it quick out to the side. Nice little quick pass. And that is going to be received there by Landry, who was going to get 10 yards out of that one. Grace now the quarterback for the Evergreen Plainsmen. So this is what we generally see Evergreen do, is go back and forth between Osmond and Grace.
And Grace is certainly a different style of quarterback, right? He's definitely able to scramble outside of the pocket a little bit more mobile.
Grace decided to keep that one himself. Looks like he'll make it to the 40-yard line, get a yard out of this one and bring up, well, no, they're not going to give him the one, it looks like, so second and 10. McCord, the running back. Two other running backs that we haven't seen tonight for Evergreen are Shondez Grant and Mark Williams. Generally handle the running back responsibilities, and McCord is out there playing receiver and slot for him. But looks like McCord's the running back tonight. At least he has been for the first half of this game. So Evergreen has one timeout left to use. 5:07 left to play in the first half. Evergreen dodges a bullet with the turnover. Defense is able to keep Kelso off the board, so Evergreen's still on top by 2, 9-7. Grace takes the snap, drops back, has to step up in the pocket. He's going to get flushed, nowhere to go, and not going to get sacked. Looks like he's going to get about 2 yards out of that. That'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, and that's the scrambling capabilities that we can see from Jaden Grace. He's able to get out of those situations.
All right, Grace sets him down, drops back again, steps up in the pocket. He lets this one go. That's going to be almost intercepted. Tried to get that one to Arthur Band, the big receiver coming across the middle. Not able to pull that one in.
Yeah, I don't know if that ball slipped out of his hands. He didn't get a lot on it. That caused it to be underthrown.
Ethan Mitchell almost picks that one off right there in the middle of the field. Yeah, he didn't really get it to see. He couldn't even step into that one, really. That's going to bring up 4th down in the kicking situation. Jaden Grace is the kicker for the punter for Evergreen, so he'll stay out on the field and punt this one away. Bannock Allen standing out on the 30-yard line to receive the punt. This is going to be an end over end, and that's going to be kicked out of bounds. So we'll see ultimately where it went out, and the official is going to mark that one at the 35-yard line. So not a very good punt if he kicks that one out of bounds. And Kelso is going to get the ball back on their own 35-yard line. 4:09 left to play in the first half. Still plenty of time for Kelso's offense to get on the move here and put some points on the board before they go in. Pitch out to Noah. Noah trying to find the edge. He's going to reverse field and come back the other direction. And he is going to lose a lot of yards on this one. Cole Cypress does a great job coming up there and not allowing him to get the ball back the other side. Gonna lose 5 on the play. Noah will take this one again. This time it looks like he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage and a little more. And it'll bring up 3rd down. This replay will kind of show us how well he gets in under the blocks. Finds that little crease and got into it quick. Three receivers on the far side. Quarterback's rolling that way. Receiver fighting for all the yards he can get on that one.
Bannock Allen there able to go ahead and pick up the gain of 3.
So another passing down situation here with 3rd down and long. There's a penalty flag on the field. We'll see what that's going to play out to be, and that's going to be waived. So 3rd and long for the Kelso Highlanders.
Should be 4th down, right? 4th and 6.
4th and 6. Yeah, that did create 4th and 6. You are correct. So here comes the punting team. John Landry lining up deep, although McCord is out there with him as well. And that ball is going to get kicked out of bounds. It looks like at about the 22, 23-yard line. So Evergreen will take the ball over there, and it'll be 1st and 10 from that situation. Jaden Crace looks like he's heading out the field. He's going to be the starter for this series.
Yeah, that's a big defensive stop for Evergreen with 1:46 remaining in a half. As a reminder, they're going to get the ball back to start the second half as well. So they've got a little 2-for-1 situation here if they can put some points up on the board before halftime.
Yeah, they sure can. Grace now still looking downfield as he gets flushed out. He decides he's going to go ahead and run this one himself. Picks up a couple of blocks downfield. Let's see where they have him spotted. It looks like they have him out the 28-yard line, 27-yard line.
Smart play by Crace there to get out of bounds. Save Evergreen's last time out of the half.
Yeah. lost one of their big linemen, comes out of the game. Looks like he might be having some equipment problems. It's going to be Crater. Fakes that to McCord, and Crace is going to keep this one himself. Nice run there as he gets back across the 25. And Evergreen is going to call their final timeout here, stopping the clock at just about a minute left to play. Still 70-plus yards they'll need to go to put points on the board here.
No, I mean, the last thing you want to do is throw the ball away, throw an interception, have something to run back, right? Fumble the football and put, Kelso within an opportunity to gain some before halftime as well. Protect the football, go into half. You get the ball when you come back out.
As you can see there, the rain's coming down pretty good there. Ball boys doing a real good job of keeping the balls dry. Not a whole lot of people looking like the ball's being mishandled because of the rain, even though we know it is extra tough out there because it is so wet. And this is the first big rain of this season, this entire football season. So both teams doing pretty good in that regard. That ball is going to be brought in. Lamberth almost able to come down with that one, not able to hold on to it all the way to the ground. That incomplete pass will stop the clock, though. 3rd down, 6. 2nd and 6. That's a good play on the 2nd and 6. Okay, he's pretty confident of his receiver, throwing into double coverage like that. Noah Connor, the corner, and the safety over the top, Zeke Smith. This time they're going to go ahead and hand it off. Nice sidestep there by LaDamian McCord. Nice run there. He does get across midfield before he's run out of bounds and stopping the clock. 52 seconds left to play in this half. Evergreen has no timeouts left, so clock management is definitely going to be a thing here if they're going to be able to put some more points on the board.
Yeah, great job on McCord there to avoid the tackle, get out of bounds, stop the clock. Gives them new sets of downs with 52 seconds left. If anything, it allows them to control the clock for the rest of the half.
Nice little jump step there in the beginning to find some space to get open. Grace drops back, lets that ball go. Lamberth is there, and Lamberth almost able to bring that one in as well. Going for all of it there on 1st and 10. Play will stop the clock with 46 seconds left to play. Six seconds left to play in the first half here. Field clock down to 15 seconds. Evergreen switching up the formation. Clock now under 10. Landry in motion. Landry now on the wheel route. Still trying to bring that one in and can't. That's going to bring up 2nd down. 3rd down, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Landry's almost able to bring this ball in off the tip. So he's just slightly underthrown.
tell you what, Connor Noah there doing a great job of creating disruption there, or that would have, Landry would have came down with that one.
Yeah, for sure.
So that'll bring up 3rd down and 10. 40 seconds left. Good job there. Everybody's getting up kind of slow. You can see the urgency there of the coaching staff for Evergreen. They want to get on the ball here and clock this one as the clock's moving. There we go. That will stop the clock with 28 seconds now. It's 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, because if you're Evergreen, you're probably close to 10 yards within field goal range. And so if you want to go ahead and put some extra points on the board before half, you don't necessarily have to go for the end zone. But if you make a play, you got to make sure you get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Yeah, most definitely. I definitely see them going for the end zone here. Field clock now down to 10 seconds left. Evergreen has no more timeouts. They're going to have to go ahead and get this one, or they're going to be great job there by Jaden Crace. Not able to hit the man he wanted to hit. He had Arthur Band running up the seam there. That's who he was trying to get that football to. Saw that wasn't going to happen, and he got out of bounds and stopped the clock. Here's a shot of how much rain is coming down now. It's raining pretty good on these guys tonight. Game clock once again. Down under 5. And they're going to say he was out of bounds. 18 seconds left.
This might be the field goal team.
It is. This is the field goal team.
This turned out to be a 45-yard field goal attempt.
I heard Coach Swain talking about how good this kicker was a couple of weeks ago. This is the first time I got a chance to see him. He definitely, and it dropped just in, it looks like he had the distance and it was going to be off to the side, but that guy definitely tried to do a good job of getting that one in there.
Yeah, he missed it just left. I agree with you. They definitely had the distance. That's impressive as a high schooler. You don't see too many 45-yard field goal attempts at this level.
No, not at all. Not at all. Definitely a weapon that Evergreen will be able to use if they're able to solidify this win. But right now they are letting Kelso stay in this game. And the type of offense they have, it's pretty dangerous. Kelso's going to go ahead and be happy with the score right here, and both teams are going to go into the locker room now. Evergreen's on top, still by 2, 9-7. So as we see both teams head off to the locker rooms and get the chalk talk and come out with some better ideas and hopefully some bigger scores here in the second half. You're watching EPS Sports at the Evergreen Kelso game, and this is the EPS Sports. Just a few of the highlights here. This is the first, the big touchdown there by Jonathan Landry.
First play of the game for Evergreen.
Yeah. It's the first time they're putting some points on the board there. Here's Kelso's big, just nice hard run there by their running back, Connor Noah. And we're going to be back.
It truly is amazing that our community felt the need to make sure that the education that's happening at Mountain View, that the building matched the education. And that's what we're seeing here. So we'll have high standards here, and we'll make sure that we're making our community proud. As you explore the new school and all it has to offer, realize that a school is more than just some classrooms. It's a place where students will strive every day to become the best versions of themselves. Astronomer Carl Sagan once said, "Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known." It is my sincere hope that the generations of students who pass through these halls will learn something new and incredible every day.
At the old school, we had the right culture. We had the best teachers and staff to lead the students. And now with the new building, all the right pieces are due to come together and providing us with the best possible high school experience. The sky is truly the limit with this new school.
First, I know this school has always been great, but I know with this new building, it has the potential to be even greater. With new equipment, better sport facilities, and a better environment for teachers to teach in, this allows for our students to get a great high school experience.
Thanks, as everyone has said, thanks to the voters. In 2018, everyone came together and decided that Evergreen needed better. We needed better facilities for the future of our students and for the future of education. And with that, in 2018, the voters approved our Envision Evergreen bond, which was the largest bond in the state of Washington's history. That speaks volumes.
What a great day. A brand new building, 277,000 square feet of amazing. What do you think? What do you think? How about that? I told you how much work it is for principals to coordinate the staff, but each one of the staff members has had to spend countless hours putting together the front office, putting together the classrooms, and I just want to thank you for that and all that you're doing and have done to make this a beautiful learning space for our students. And I have had the pleasure as a principal and as a superintendent, this is the third brand new high school that I've had the chance to open up, and I will tell you that the expectations will rise. Everybody's belief in themselves, everybody's belief that what is possible, and let's lean into that and do the best that we can for our students to make sure our expectations are where they need to, and that our students learn at the highest levels.
Do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you for being here. Go Thunder!
Hello, I'm Matt Griffin from EPS Sports, and every week this fall, we'll be bringing you live high school sports coverage from around Clark County. EPS Sports, VPS Game Time, and Battleground TV Sports will be broadcasting live football, soccer, and volleyball. Every Friday, it's live high school football. During the week, it's live soccer and volleyball. And all the games are produced and broadcast by video production students from Evergreen, Vancouver, and Battleground Public Schools. Keep an eye on the channels of TV, etc. Comcast channels 27, 28, 29, and 328 for games every week.
Evergreen Public Schools reside on the traditional lands of the Chinookan peoples and the Cowlitz tribe. Weiss Middle School resides on Cowlitz Indian Tribe Aboriginal land. They have lived on and cared for this land and its waterways since time immemorial. We thank them for their stewardship and make this acknowledgement to open a space of recognition, inclusion, and respect for all Indigenous students, families, and staff in our community.
This is objectively, I would say, the most beautiful middle school facility I've ever seen, and it's a privilege to be here to welcome our students and families tonight. They have excitedly anticipated today, and it will be so moving to see students in the state-of-the-art learning environments, the spaces that were designed for support, safety, access, and dignity, and in the cutting-edge elective environments.
So much change has happened this year on the inside of the school and on the outside. I mean, think of it. Last year, we were co-living with change 5 out of 7 days of the week for 7 hours each day. The change of the walls being built, the change of the dirt being dug up, and the change of the sidewalk being put in, all drastic changes on the outside of the school. But also on the inside of the school, we had the mascot change from being the Weist Warriors to the now Weist Wolverines. This year, I'm not only looking forward to the new orchestra and theater buildings, which by the way are going to be sick. I'm also looking forward to experiencing the change in the new school as an 8th grader before I go off to Mountain View High School.
We're very proud that we are a dual language school, and ABLE is part of our dual language program, and so as such we will be speaking today in both Spanish and English. So welcome, ABLE.
I am most excited about activities, the gym, and how our new jerseys will sport our new mascot, Go Wolverines. Estoy muy entusiasmado con las actividades, el gimnasio y como nuestras nuevas camisetas y uniformes deportivos lucirán con nuestra nueva mascota. Vamos glotones.
Thank you to all of our voters in Evergreen's community, to everyone that supported the efforts, and for everyone that put in the time, the talent, the sweat, and I'm sure some tears in building this amazing building behind us.
And most importantly, this is a phenomenal facility for our students. We underestimate how important a good physical learning space is for our students and the difference it'll make. I see teachers nodding their heads. You're going to notice when students come in, they're going to feel differently. They're going to feel more valued. You're going to feel more valued. Everything in the school is just going to raise up, and it's just going to be excited. You have phenomenal administration here, great teachers, so I can't wait to see what this school does. Now, I think what we've all come here, let's cut some ribbon. How about that?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spiritual. Ty's favorite Evergreen football memory was beating Mountain View this season. It was his old team that he played on all the way up to his 8th grade, and after the rain about it, decided to attend Evergreen. Ty says he will never forget who brought him up and taught him everything about football. God answered his prayers that night, and the victory will always be special to him. Ty would also like to thank the Lord and Jesus for everything. He would like to thank his mom and dad for raising him right, always providing and helping him become the young man that he is today. He would also like to thank his sisters, Rose and Beatrice, and brother Eslo. He would also like to thank his grandparents, aunties, uncles, cousins on both sides of their family for their unconditional love and support. Lastly, I'd like to thank his coaches and teachers, all the people I will never forget. I appreciate everything that you've done for me, and much love from me to you all. Number 34, Christian Chalala. Christian plans to become a professional soccer player. His favorite football memory was beating down Mountain View this year. Christian would like to thank his coach, Kenny Fish, for helping him become a better kicker. Sam Hill, number 42. Sam points to attend music school on the fall Full Sail University and grow into more of music production. His favorite Evergreen football memory was again beating down on Mountain View this season. Sam would like to thank his coaches, staff, God, and his mother Jennifer. Number 45, Rico Rogers. Rico plans to pursue avenues that will put him in a better position in life. His favorite Evergreen memory was having to beat down on Mountain View again and singing and having the song and dancing. Rico would also like to thank his coaches, family, and teachers. Number 52, Kobe Kell. Kobe plans to attend college to study fashion design and business. His favorite Evergreen moment was beating down on Mountain View. Kobe would like to thank Coach Wayne Seagull, his parents, and his grandpa. Number 78, Owen Olsen. Owen plans to attend college to become an elementary school teacher. His favorite Evergreen football memory was eating sausage McMuffins during team camp. Owen would also like to thank his mom, dad, all his siblings, and his girlfriend, Amanda. Thank you for participating in Evergreen High School Senior Night. It's time. Senior cheer squad. Alex Cohen. Kelly Moe. Abby Spears. Benny Jones. Ellie Coon. Hayden Sosa. And Senator Evarista. Thank you, ladies, for all you've done this season. And hopefully we keep going on. Let's go, Blakeman!
All right, hey, we want to welcome you guys back to McKenzie Stadium here. Evergreen Plainsmen, Kelso Highlanders battling it here. Close game, 9-7. This is EPS Sports. Rodney Lawrence, Ryan Vassbinder on Channel 29 on Comcast. Evergreen School District channel on YouTube if you want to enjoy us and you're outside of the immediate area. So we want to thank you guys. This game, super exciting here, super close. We kind of talked about a little bit earlier how it's a must-win situation here for Evergreen to give them an opportunity to get in to the playoffs here. Good possibilities of a three-way tie if they win. That will be played out on Monday afternoon between Mountain View, Evergreen, and Prairie. So it just makes everything a little interesting if Evergreen's able to pull out this win. If they lose, then it's they're done. Right now they're on top by 2, hoping to hold on to this. Both teams had halftime to kind of talk about what the first half looked like, see who's going to have the better game plan here for the second half of this game. All right?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see. You know, Evergreen's going to go ahead and start out with the ball. It'll be important for them to come out and start like they did the first half with a score in the first series. Because if they can do that, it makes it a 2-score game, and it really puts Kelso on the back foot.
It sure does. It sure does. I think they missed an opportunity when they ended up only getting 3 in that last possession that they had in the first half of the game, only giving them 9 points. You know, I think you wanted to go ahead and pull away from these guys a little more, just because if they mess around and get a nice little drive, they have the ability to hold the ball, eat the clock, and keep the ball away from you.
Absolutely.
And just not give you an opportunity to get out there and do anything positive. So, when Evergreen gets the opportunity, they need to pull away from this team as quick as they possibly can, because Kelso is not the type of team you want to let hang in there.
No, absolutely not. They certainly have. They have so many weapons.
They sure
that run the football, and you run the football that many times, sometimes your defense gets a little sleepy and they allow some receivers to slip through the back door.
Yeah, and we kind of saw that a little bit already, so you just have to be real careful with that. Ball's going to be taken down there. Looks like at about the 24-yard line. Evergreen will take the ball over from there. Khalil Osbin is going to be the starting quarterback here for the third quarter, which means we'll probably see Jaden Crace start the fourth quarter. right, here we go. Quick pitch out to McCord. McCord finds the edge. He's going to get to about the 31-yard line before he runs out of bounds.
Looks like McCord may be cramping up a little bit as he limped through the sidelines there. He seems to be fine now, but something to keep an eye on as the second half progresses.
Set up again. Bunch receiver set down here at the bottom of the screen. Have a crumbing across the middle. That's going to be Jonathan Landry. Swings away from the initial contact. Nice stiff arm as he gets away from the next defender, and he is going to get in for the touchdown. So the second play of, of the series here in the second half is another big touchdown for Jonathan Landry here. Khalil Osman, second touchdown pass with for the night.
It's just a missed tackle.
Yeah. Just a great job right there. Great job there by Landry to do a whole lot of extra stuff after the catch there. Nice job there by Khalil Osman, the quarterback, to put that on him in stride.
Absolutely, yeah. It'll be interesting to see if Evergreen can go ahead and convert this two-point conversion, make it for the last one they missed.
And they are not going to be able to do that, as only able to put 15 on the board, as Landry takes a pretty good pop on that one. Not quite sure why they used him after he just ran the ball 60 yards for a touchdown.
So that's a big miss, though, for that extra point that keeps the score differential at 8, which means it's still a one-possession ball game.
Yeah. Sure is. But Evergreen did what they were supposed to do, come back and take advantage of the fact that they got the ball for the first time coming out and put points on the board. Now we'll see if Kelso is able to steal that momentum from them, or if the defense of the Evergreen Plainsmen are going to step up now. Two deep men for Kelso. Looks like Lucas and Noah. That ball gets away from him. Evergreen's able to jump on that one as it gets away from the guy trying to get on top of it.
I really think Evergreen caught Kelso sleeping here. As you see, nobody from that first line makes any type of block.
The ball just gets away from the one man trying to cover it. And Evergreen's all over the top of that, so Evergreen once again gets the ball back in Kelso territory, this time just inside the 40, first down. McCord, fast enough to get around the edge. He'll get chased out of bounds there by Connor Noah. And only after he gets about 4 yards out of that one. Sets back in. McCord lines up on the far side. Gives it to him again. McCord tries to cut back inside. This time he is not going to have anywhere to go as he gets wrapped up by a big lineman. That is Brady Phillips on the tackle. actually lose a yard on that play. Pistol formation. Osmond drops back. Intended receiver on that one is Lamberth. But that was, he would have needed a ladder to go over and get that one. Evergreen not able to take advantage of the onside kick. And looks like they're going to bring the kicking team in. Just kind of play some field position here and just kind of pin Kelso back. Oh, and on the tip, Arthur Band goes in for the touchdown on the trick play. Oh, my goodness.
The trick play, Jaden Crakes is able to go ahead and find an open receiver, overthrows him. As we're going to see in this replay, he overthrows him. The ball gets tipped.
And tipped right back into his hands.
And Arthur Band is able to go ahead and take it in. It's been, for those of you who watched the earlier game tonight, that's the second tipped catch that we've seen to go in for a touchdown.
It sure is. It sure is. Just when you thought Evergreen didn't take advantage of the onside kick, I tell you what, when the ball's bouncing your way, it's bouncing your way, isn't it?
It certainly is.
And the extra point is good. So now 22-7.
Well, Evergreen's certainly in the driver's seat now.
Yeah, definitely making it a little tougher for Kelso now.
There's certainly a lot of football to play.
Yeah. Sure is. Sure is. You can't count that team out. Now, yeah, Amrine is not known, and this team's not known to throw the football, but he has thrown 9 touchdown passes this season.
And they've got players that can catch the football.
Yeah, they do. They do. All right, line this up. Lucas and Noah, the 2 deep men, once again. And this time they're going to go ahead and kick this away. It'll get caught at the 20. Nice running there by the Kelso guy. Ethan Mitchell trying to plead his case with the officials. Somebody did pull his face mask. I was able to see it from here, but doesn't look like the officials saw it. Pleading his case there, trying to get an extra 15 tacked on to his run. No, it looks like somebody did call it. I didn't see the flag go down initially, but the 15-yard penalty is going to be assessed now, and it'll bring him up to the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Kelso Highlanders. Pistol formation. Noah will get into Evergreen territory before he's dragged down. Bring up 2nd down. Back to the line of scrimmage. Noah once again right up to gut. Looks like they're going to spot that just a yard shy of moving the sticks. That'll bring up third down. So Kelso brings a tight end to the game this time. Got their power front, and they're going to be able to get the first down and some, as Noah's able to get across the 35 down to the 32-yard line to move the chains. So Kelso now with the power lineup here brings two tight ends into the game. They're going to give this ball to Noah once again. Noah's going to find some space. Sprints all the way. Nice little stiff arm. But he is going to get pushed out of bounds about a yard shy of the goal line. You just kind of looked at how much power they got up front. They are just pushing people off the ball. Connor Noah does a great job. Stiff arm there for McCord, but he's able to get him out of bounds.
Yeah, it's a great run there. Definitely puts him into the red zone. We're looking at first to goal on the 1.
Yep, two tight ends in the game. They got the power push. And we haven't had it. Oh, there's the call there from the officials as Kelso gets on the board for the second time tonight. And then the first time in this second half of play here. And they're just two hats on everybody. It's just a good push there from the Kelso offensive line.
So do you go for 2 here, or do you go for 2 on your next score?
They're going for 2 right here.
What would you do, Coach?
I'd probably do it too. We'll see here. Moving the ball to a different hash here. And bringing in another dry ball. So Kelso will break the huddle again, line up over the top. Once again, Noah just lowering his shoulder, refusing to go down on initial contact, and he's going to get the 2 points. So that's going to push the score to 22-15.
It's a big 2-point conversion.
It sure is.
It brings them within 7.
So you know that is that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So it'll be interesting to see what the Kelso defense does, because it looks like the offense may have decided how they're going to play the rest of this game out.
Yeah, no, it's Evergreen was feeling pretty good after they put 2 back-to-back scores up in the second half, but they can't let off the gas. I mean, this is what happened to Skyview last week in Camas. I mean, these teams are capable of coming back, and it's certainly not over.
No, not by any means is this game over. I mean, you just saw how Kelso just walked down the field.
Yeah.
You know, they brought 2 tight ends into the game and a fullback, and then
they just
old school football, right? Just ran over the top of Evergreen on that series. Evergreen. Put that one just directly in the air. And I think that one got touched. So let's see.
I think it did too. So
they're going to take that ball. Well, there's a penalty flag. That if the Whitecap saying he didn't touch it, if there's because he threw his penalty flag. So we'll see. I mean, that's a difference of about 10 yards.
Yeah, I think that's a big difference.
Yeah. Oh, and now here comes another late one. And now we've got some unsportsmanlike conduct now going on. Kelso's out there. Don't lose your heads now.
Yeah, because now, instead of it being a 10-yard difference, we're looking at 25-yard difference.
25, yeah. So they're going to kick it again. With both the penalties tacked on. Okay, and that's going to back them up even more. So they're kicking from the 20-yard line, yeah. So see what they're going to do here this time. This is a pretty dangerous situation for Kelso. It's McCord and Landry, both the two deep men. And both of them standing around the 35-yard line. I'll get caught right at the 40. Man, he is not going to get much out of it.
That's great coverage by Kelso.
It sure is. And that was Shondez Grant, number 5. We haven't, I think that's the first time we've seen him all night.
Yeah, I certainly agree with that. So if Evergreen wins tonight, they share the league title with Kelso.
Yes. There they go to set it up. And got a Kelso player down right there on the hash mark. Like he's catching a cramp, so. Yeah, that's good.
I'm glad to see it only cramp because someone fell into his knee
Yeah,
and he fell down awkwardly, and I was worried for a second.
Let's see here and try to get this figured out. They'll see how long this is going to take. Looks like they're going to move both teams off the field. As they try to get this figured out here.
Wait, some other scores across the league. Skyview did beat Union tonight, 26-6. Richland currently leading Mountain View in the third quarter, 34-31.
Mm-hmm.
And then Washougal is currently beating Hawkinson, 44-28 in the third quarter. I don't have a score for the Prairie Heritage game, but there are league championship implications all across the area tonight.
There sure is. There sure is. All right, we were able to get the injured player off the field on his own, so we are ready to go here and bringing up second down. Intended receiver on that one, not able to bring that one in. Osmond's kind of threw that one right off the top of his feet there. Greg Spalding, number 16, intended receiver there, not able to bring that one in. Osmond now takes the snap, hands this off to McCord. McCord is not going to be able to go anywhere as he gets drugged down by one of the Kelso linemen.
It's a big stop for Kelso.
We have got somebody slow getting up off the ground here, and like we got another one of Evergreen's players dealing with a cramp. Oh, and that's going to be LaDamian McCord. He'll get up and hop off. All right, so that's going to bring up fourth down. And they're going to punt this one away. And we're going to back them up even more because looks like there's a whole lot of confusion going on there when the player got hurt, got players stuck out there on the field.
There was a whole lot. Kelso didn't have enough guys. Evergreen had too many guys.
Yeah, I know, right? Trying to get it figured out. So that'll back them up 5 more. This time they'll go ahead and kick this one away. Kicks it out of bounds. It's like the officials are going to walk all the way up to the 40-yard line.
You know what's interesting with that last play? When you take a look at it, it looks like as Crace receives the ball, he's still looking downfield.
Oh, he is.
And as you see, it was Jonathan Landry. He was taking a look back, too, to see if he was going to throw it to him. Mm-hmm. So, you know, they've got this option to decide to go ahead and throw the ball if they want, which is it's interesting.
It is. I think if it hadn't have been so many yards to get to the first, he may have done it again.
Yeah.
All right, Kelso's got the ball. 1st and 10 on the 40. You saw what they did in the last series. They come out with a different formation here. Once again, Connor Noah carries the ball up to about the 48-yard line. Nice little 8-yard run there. McCord back out of the game. Looks like he still might be struggling with the cramps. Going to hand this one off again. Another hard, strong run by the Kelso running backs as he goes down at the 40. In Evergreen territory this time. We've got another Kelso guy down. Go ahead and show the replay as we get ready, and you just see how hard he runs. Nice kick out block there by Noah.
Yeah, Calixi's just able to turn upfield and run hard.
Yeah, he sure was. He sure was. Wasn't able to see in the replay how this guy got hurt, but it looks like he's going to be okay as he's walking off on his own.
Glad to see him be walking off. It's Brady Phillips.
Yeah, it sure is. And he's played a big role on both sides of the ball tonight for these guys, so hopefully he'll be able to get back in there as soon as possible. That big run by Calicti is going to move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10, Evergreen territory. Another handoff to Noah Connor, and he is just refusing to go down as he just finds space to get into and keeps moving down the field. It's going to be a nice 20-yard run as he moves the chains.
I mean, he has had a great running night tonight. I mean, he's had a great season overall.
Yeah, he sure has.
See, I mean, he's just
there's
an ocean open for him ahead of him. And
right, just refusing to go down. Just refusing to go down. Noah again. This time he's only going to get a couple out of that one before he's dragged down from behind. Break the huddle again. Pistol formation, Noah. Like he'll get down to the 12-yard line this time with the carry. And they are about a yard away from moving the chains again here. So what we've noticed here, the last series where they came down here and essentially just moved the ball down the field, power formations, 2 tight ends. This time they come out more of a spread type formation here, just a power back, an up back, and they are pretty much doing the same thing. Noah's just refusing to go down. He's running through tackles right now. So
yeah, he's been an absolute workhorse tonight.
Yeah, it sure has. He's going to take that ball.
That's going to set up 1st and goal.
10. Yep, sure is. And he did it pretty quick.
He did. He certainly did.
They did this pretty fast. We're down to 4 minutes left to play in the 3rd quarter. If Evergreen doesn't figure this out, there's going to be too much clock.
Yeah, which they had it figured out in the first half.
And
they just haven't been able to stop this run.
No, I think the fatigue is starting to show. Because Kelso's offensive line is getting the bigger push here. That's going to be 2nd and goal now. That's from the 3-yard line. And Noah gets in for the touchdown. And they can tie this game up with an extra point here.
Yeah, Noah's in for, is that his 2nd or his 3rd touchdown of the night?
Yeah, he doesn't even get touched. Doesn't even get touched as he gets in. Great blocking up front by the Kelso offensive line. Snap in the hold, and Kelso has tied this game up in the 3rd quarter with 3:16 left to play in that quarter, and we got a tie ball game.
9 minutes goes 9-7.
Yes.
I mean, Evergreen comes down and they score 2 quick touchdowns, and they can't stop Kelso.
Yeah.
Kelso's answered. We've got ourselves a tie ball game with a full quarter and almost a quarter and a half to play.
Yeah, yeah. The deal is Evergreen needs to not score. Maybe they need to slow this game down themselves and keep Kelso's offense off the field. Is
Right.
probably what
Try to be methodical about moving the chains and just using your play clock. I mean, it's going to come down to clock management and who has the ball at the end of this football game.
And play calling.
Right.
The right plays definitely have to be called up to this point right now. No throwaways. Everything's got to be well thought
absolutely.
out. Everything has got to be well thought out. Going to catch this on the hop. Kelso doing a good job on special teams and covering those kickoffs. Grant number 5, the carrier on that one as well. Osborne and McCord in the backfield. And Kelso's defense is just turning on right now. And it looks like McCord's dealing with cramps again. And one of the Kelso players is helping him work that out. So
it's good sportsmanship. Like to see that.
Definitely. But McCord's going to have to come off the field here. And let's see who they are going to run in to replace him. Okay, and that does look like that is Mark Williams, number 10, the running back in the game now. That's going to be a big catch there by the big man, Arthur Band, as he brings that one down in Kelso territory.
Yeah, that's something we were talking about before the game, Rodney. I mean, Khalil Osmond has the ability to just fling the ball out there and find receivers that are breaking down field. And it's not we haven't seen a whole lot of it, right? There's been a lot of passes out through the flats and that type of thing, but he released them tonight and found his target.
Yeah. And this is where Osmond is dangerous if you give him an opportunity, and there he goes again. Osmond able to bring that one down. Good defense there.
It's a great defensive play by Connor Noah.
Yep.
It looks like he may be cramping.
Yeah, it looks like he is cramping up too. So Noah, I mean, it looks like both these kids they're dealing with the cramps of the kids that we're seeing going both ways.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're seeing, we just saw McCord dealing with it. We know he's playing both sides. He's out there every play just about. And the same with Connor Noah.
Yeah, I mean, and that happens when we get into a situation where it's wet, it's rainy, it's probably 45 degrees out there tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, and so
And and you want to keep your best players on the field.
right.
You're going to keep the best ones out there. And the best ones have been on the field for both sides of these at this game. Now here's the thing here. So they just brought in a new corner. Kai Chaney, number 21. We haven't seen him all game. What do you bet if they go back at him again?
I think it's going to happen. I think it's absolutely going to happen. You throw that same play.
Oh, see, what they did do is they took him off that island, and they put Lucas out there on him.
Yeah, you may have to have your safety just spy a little bit, just lean that way, maybe cheat a little bit to see kind of if you could prevent that. But
Okay, so Connor Noah has made it off the field, and we're getting ready to start this game back up. Pistol formation. I'm going to give this to Williams. Williams right up to front. He is probably one of the heaviest backs that Evergreen has. He is 5'11", 215, so McCord's only 175, so, there's a difference there.
There's a big difference. A back we haven't seen tonight because they're typically used in, in goal line situations is Ty Avaleo, who's, he's 5'7", 210. He's a little bowling ball that just gets through people.
Yeah, we haven't seen him offensively tonight. He's just playing defense tonight so far. We're down to a minute and change.
Oh, it's Tyler Clevin coming in absolutely unmarked. Nobody picks him
exactly.
up.
Just kind of spins Osmond. That will bring up fourth down. And they are going to kick this one away.
Supposedly.
Exactly. They brought out the kicking team. We'll see if they kick it.
Who is also their other quarterback.
Exactly. Looks like Evergreen is, there we go.
Well, they're going to need a timeout.
No, they took the penalty. They're going to back it up 5. This game is too close.
Yeah, to burn a timeout at that point.
Yeah, just take the penalty. You're kicking it anyway. Well, at least we think you're kicking it anyway, right?
Yeah, who knows from what we've seen tonight.
Right.
Trick plays, 2 tip balls.
They kick this one away.
He finds the corner.
All right, that's going to go
15-yard line.
The 15-yard line. So 85 yards to go, and we are essentially fourth quarter here. They'll get one play off.
Which it is interesting tonight because Evergreen has only scored from right to left and Kelso has only scored from left to right tonight. So next quarter, that's going to have to change for us to see a winner.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, an interesting little thing you picked up there, Ryan. A little trivia there for us. We got a tie ball game, folks, going in here to the fourth quarter, 22-22. Second half has been all about Kelso running the ball and eating up the clock. Evergreen playing big play football. Kelso not falling behind.
No, and they're
Staying with them.
They're sticking with their ground and pound game, and they've been successful, especially in the second half. Be curious to see how they come out in the start of this fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Evergreen's good. I think Evergreen, you're right. Evergreen's starting to get tired. Fatigue's starting to wear, and they're going to have to dig deep in order for them to stop this Kelso offense like they did in that first half.
Yeah. They're going to have to create some second and 9s and third and 8s. But these second and 2s and second and 4s, and that's tough to deal with. That is super tough to deal with. All right, we are here to start off the fourth quarter. Great football tonight on this Friday night. Hands that ball off. Kelso, a different type of running back than Noah. A little bit more erratic when he runs, but runs just as hard downhill. Looks like he is a bigger back than Noah is.
He's definitely got more height on him.
Yeah, he is definitely capable of handling the running back responsibilities. I mean, Noah is definitely their guy with double the amount of times that Kelso has run the ball, but Kelso is still close to 500 yards for the season. Quick pitch out to him, looking for a season. Kelso player going to hobble off the field there. 2nd and 8. That's the type of thing that the Evergreen Plainsmen need to be trying to work with right there. That's way better than 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 5. Zeke Smith checks back into the game. They have a fullback now in the game as well. Quarterback's looking to throw that, gets it up the field. We got a flag on the play. Smith tries to find a way, and he gets out down across midfield, down inside Evergreen territory, but we got a flag right at about the 35-yard line, probably going to be holding. And that's exactly what it is, so that's going to and when Amrine started to scramble, that's probably we'll see if we can't pick that up here in the replay. Could not see where that was, but I tell you what, that was a great run after the catch for Zeke Smith. All for naught, as that's going to push them all the way back inside the 25-yard line. Going to hand this ball off. It looks like that's Noah back in the game. And that is Connor Noah back in the game. 2nd and 18. Drops back. Screenplay right there to Noah. This time Evergreen rallies around that pretty quick. They're not going to get much out of that one.
No, and Evergreen came up and they did what they were supposed to do. So that's going to bring up 4th down, I believe.
You are correct. They are about to kick this one away. So the Evergreen defense, along with a penalty, helped them out. And they are able to stop. Actually, this is the first time they stopped them in this half.
Yeah.
Kicks up, bounce, and Evergreen will take the ball over in decent field position here. Rain really starting to come down now. 4th quarter, so in Evergreen fashion, they are now starting Jaden Crace. Mark Williams is the running back. Williams only a sophomore. And it looks like we had a broken play there. Always one of the things when you're running out of that pistol formation, if you don't know which side the running back's going to come around on you. We've seen that happen.
No man's land.
Yeah, we've seen that happen more than one time, and that's going to get Mr. Williams a seat on the sideline as they lose 3 on that.
Good run there by LaDamian McCord.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It picks up the 1st down for Evergreen. Moves him into Kelso territory.
Well, Damian, he comes back in the game and rattles off 13 yards right away from him.
Yeah, you see here, it's just a little quick pick, shot to the outside. LaDamian, he actually hurdles his own player.
Yeah. Good job the way that quick, we call it a quick pitch, but it's kind of like more of an option because you see how Crace held on to that and kind of made the D end do something. You know, he kind of left him in no man's land. That time he held on to the ball.
Yeah. It's like it was a very similar play to the last one.
So it's still a read play, but instead of meshing like they normally do, they just kind of fake the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Delay the pitch, depending on what the end does. The end crashes, pitch.
Right.
You know. That time there was nowhere for him to go. The Kelso defensive line just collapsed on him. Looks like Cray's trying to get a face mask call. He's not going to get it. All right, they move trips to the wide side of the field. We haven't seen Lamberth make a play yet, actually, in this in the second half of this game, really. He was making some big plays in the first half. Hadn't seen him make any in the second.
Yeah, the one play that the one big play that they targeted him, Noah was able to go ahead and break up that play.
Yeah, yeah. All right, Evergreen has 2 timeouts left. Kelso still has 3. We got ourselves a tie ball game here with 6 minutes, 21 seconds to play in the game. Evergreen in Kelso territory. 3rd and long.
As a reminder, Evergreen probably needs to get down to the 30-yard line to get into field goal territory. We saw a 45-yard attempt from them earlier tonight that had the length, it just missed wide.
I am sure that they are keeping that weapon that they have in mind. Landry able to bring that one in, but is going to lose yards on that, so it's going to bring up 4th down. Kind of punt this one away. They are in a good place to where they could do that. And here comes the punt team. Evergreen's going to get called for another delay of game. If they did plan on punting this does give him a little more room. But he doesn't really punt. I mean, we'd be looking at a 50-yard punt. He hasn't punted the ball that far yet today, so we'll see. Now we've got offsides on Kelso. So they'll give him the 5 yards back.
Just playing ping pong.
Right. Looks like Lucas lined up a little too close.
It almost happened again.
That one kicked straight up in the air. And that's going to go out, it looks like around the 16-yard line. So Kelso will take the ball over on the 16.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, when you look at it from a game perspective, this is the biggest series for Evergreen's defense yet tonight.
Yeah.
As Kelso, I mean, they have the ability to run the entire 5.5 minutes off this clock with this drive.
Oh, yes. Most definitely. Most definitely. Push as he tries to get to the outside. Nice run as he falls across the 20-yard line down to the 21. And these are the types, you know, I was kind of talking about this a little bit earlier. You know, 2nd and 5. You don't want 2nd and 5s.
No, it's really tough to defend against.
Yeah.
You know, especially with a team that runs as well as Kelso has tonight.
Noah, the ball carrier on that one. Looks like he'll get down to the 23. That's going to bring up 3rd and short. Yeah, and they're bringing in their strong formation here. They went back to double tight ends again. Running back falls on that one just enough to get the first down.
Hey, see Noah here just getting the yards he needs.
Yeah. Clock continuing to run. It's just under 4 minutes left to play. Kelso has the power formation in the game right now. Good defensive hold there by Evergreen as they only allowed 2 yards on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. This time a reverse. Evergreen all over that one is Lucas getting the ball going back the other direction. They're going to lose yards on this one. They bring up 3rd down. You know, we were kind of talking about play calls. I might have been just a little too much thinking right there.
Yeah.
Officials, is this an official timeout? Let's see what's going on here. Looks like there was some confusion with the field clock. Looks like we're going to be okay now. Kelso ran in a dry ball. And we are back at it. There we go. Field clock reset. Drops back. Trying to go deep. Zeke Smith, the intended receiver. McCord down there with him. Looks like he may have got a little banged up on this one. And he's going to come out of the game here. Looks like he may have got a stinger here.
That's what it looks like. Big defensive stand for Evergreen to get the ball back here.
Yep. Good punt here. Get down underneath that one. Slips and falls. Trying to get it figured out.
Looks like he got a little banged up too.
Landry?
Landry, yeah, I don't know.
Well, he slipped, so I don't know.
He slipped, and I mean, who knows? It could be a little tweak.
Yeah.
Who knows what it could be?
These guys is definitely going to play no matter what because McCord's back in the game.
Big hole there for McCord.
And he finds that corner. Oh, and then we are going to get a flag as McCord takes a big pop by Collecti.
Yeah, it looks like that pop comes in just a step too late. He's down the end. That's a tough one.
Yep, sure is.
That's a tough one. That puts Evergreen in great field position.
Yeah, it sure is.
First down with 2 minutes to go.
Osborne back in the game. And Evergreen is going to burn another timeout, leaving them with one left.
I mean, if you're Christian Swain right now, your message to your players is don't turn over the football.
Yeah.
Protect the football at all costs. You know, let's not try something too fancy. If we need to, let's move it towards the center of the field.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you can burn off 2 minutes with this series.
Yeah, well, Kelso still has all of their timeouts left, so I'm sure they're going to start using theirs as well. Okay, McCord not in this series. And they have come back to the youngster there, the sophomore, Mark Williams. And it looks like nobody even blocked number 66 for Kelso.
No.
They just stood up and let him come in. He's going to lose 2 on that.
Looks like there's some confusion there for Evergreen. There's 3 seconds left on the play clock.
This is going to be the call. It looks like he got the ball off in time for the delay of game. We'll see what the flag was. And movement. So that's going to back him up 5 more. Now they're going the wrong way on this one.
They are.
They're going to get out of field goal range for their kicker.
Yeah, and what's interesting is that Kelso hasn't used any of their timeouts yet. We're under a minute left to play.
Yeah.
The problem is they started the clock. Evergreen already used the play clock before the penalty.
So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 18. And I think that they are trying to win this game on a field goal.
I would agree.
Because what's the worst that can happen? Overtime.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm not understanding why.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, I guess I'm just not understanding why Kelso hasn't used their timeouts to try to get the ball back.
They are.
Because you could have gotten the ball back with a minute left, right?
I don't know. Maybe they are satisfied. You know, maybe they feel like if the game goes to overtime, they'll win. Maybe that's
right.
what their thing is. You
right.
know?
They're playing as the ice kicker 3 times.
There you go.
Gamesmanship.
So this is the nerve-wracking time for coaches, especially the special teams coach.
Yeah.
This is a big moment for special teams coaches.
Laces out.
On both sides of the ball. So, and it looks like that they so you can pull this a little bit.
Yeah, so it looks like this is going to be a 43-yarder.
And that's exactly what they're going to do. They get down to 4 seconds left. Evergreen's used all their timeouts. Kelso still has 2, only 4 seconds left, so those timeouts are for naught unless they are going to go back out there and do it again.
Yeah, Washougal-Hawkinson has gone final. Washougal won that competition 58-40. And Mountain View is currently beating Richland over there in the Tri-Cities area, 45-44 in the fourth quarter.
There we go. And we'll see here again. Kelso's going to let this one go. Got a snap, and that is blocked. So this is going to go into overtime. As the clock runs out, 22-22 here. We have got us an overtime game tonight, folks. Man. Here's another look at that block, and they are
through that line.
They are through there. They broke through there easy and picked up all of that. So interesting.
Here we are in OT.
Interesting the way the last 2 minutes of this game was played.
Well, I mean, I knew we were going to go into overtime.
Yeah.
Because Evergreen hasn't scored going that way yet tonight.
Oh, that's right.
So, I mean, this is the finish that we were expecting at this point.
Right. I forgot about your little bit of trivia there.
Hey, I mean, superstitions, hexes, they all come into play.
They all come into play. Fitting. It's, a couple of days from Halloween, right?
Yeah,
all kinds of stuff's going on.
I don't think it's a full moon, though.
No, not quite. So, as we know, the coin toss here is big. Both teams in the middle of the field here, trying to figure out who's going to get the ball first. The officials trying to get the band to slow down here. Want to make sure everybody can hear. So they're going to try to get this figured out here. We'll see here. It looks like we'll see how they're going to play this. We haven't done an overtime game here in a long time. So.
No, we haven't. I mean,
trying to make sure I remember the rules here on this one.
Well, I'm looking them up. Looks like the ball will start on the 25-yard line.
Yeah, going in. Kelso looks like they are going to get the ball first. Now, if I remember correctly, if they score, the game's over. If they have to kick a field goal, then Evergreen gets a chance. So here we go, and it looks like Kelso's got the double tight end situation again. Well, no, actually they don't. Actually, they do bring a tight end into the game, though. Going to hand this one off to Noah, and Evergreen is going to be right there all over the top of that. Lose about a yard on this one as they stop at forward momentum. Second down and 11. It's time they move to the strong side of the wide side of the field. Give the ball again. And great run there by Noah as he gets across the 20-yard line down to about the 17. That'll bring up third and short. Strong side formation, and Kelso ran that weak. Good call. Now here they go, double tight ends. And they're going to get enough to move the chains.
It's a big first down, giving them four new downs here.
Sure is, and
they can still get another one too.
They sure can.
Because they can get down to the 3-yard line.
Hands off. No, it goes down after about 2 yards, maybe 3. Spot the ball outside the 10. Looks like about the 11. Yard line, actually, my mistake. Another handoff to Noah. Noah tries to break it back the other way. He is not going to find anything. He's actually going to lose yards on this one and bring up third down.
So Evergreen will get a chance with the football, regardless if Kelso scores a touchdown or not.
Oh, good deal. Okay. Looks for a touchdown. He catches it in the end zone. Are they going to call it? And that is a touchdown for Kelso. The irony that they throw it in. Good catch there. And that's going to be Zeke Smith, who is their guy who catches the ball for them and been catching the ball for them all season long.
Yeah, great route there by Zeke to go ahead and just get some space away from his corner. Most important kick of the night right here. And
they're going to get that one away. So Kelso goes ahead by a touchdown. So Kelso actually did score going that way.
They did. They
Evergreen's
messed
gonna have to
everything
score
up for me.
Yes, they
Now I
did.
don't know what to do.
Osmond and McCord come into the game. In the backfield. 4 receivers on the field. Evergreen goes into motion. They're going to hand this ball off to Jonathan Landry. Landry's going to get about 3 yards out of this.
Benefited from a good block from his wide receiver there to be able to turn the corner, at least get something out of it.
Yep. We got a Kelso player down. Like we're dealing with cramps. Looks like they're going to be okay. All right. Back to action here. Osmond takes a look up the field, sees what he has.
Well, that's going to be a false start.
Yeah, that's going to be on band moves. That'll back him up 5. All right. Ready to start the clock again. Osmond drops back, has his man open, and he is going to drop the ball in the end zone. That ball hit Arthur Band right in the hands, not able to bring that one in.
That's a tough drop pass there.
It
I
sure
mean,
is.
not only that, that brings up 3rd and 12 now. You got 2 more shots to get a first down.
And it looks like we might get a pass interference call in the end zone, but it might be already a holding penalty down here.
Yeah, I think you're right. So it's going to be offsetting.
So they'll redo the play. Osmond drops back. Looking for Landry. Landry's in the crowd. That ball almost picked off there. Zeke Smith goes up for it.
That puts you in a tough situation because now it's 4th and 12. You almost wonder if you just try to cut the distance to gain by half on 3rd down instead. I mean, obviously hindsight's 20/20, but puts you in a real tough spot here.
Well, yeah, I mean, it looks like the secondary for Kelso, they're way off the ball right now. You know, the safeties are playing way deep and just staying over the top of everything.
Yeah.
So verts, they're running right into the safeties. This is the play for the game, everybody. And that ball is not going to be caught, so Kelso is going to win this football game 29-22 to hold the league championship all by themselves for the Greater St. Helens 3A.
Well, we had a fantastic game here tonight.
Yeah, we sure did.
For the 3A
sure
championship. I mean, coming out in the second half, Evergreen goes up by 2 scores quick. And Kelso's able to go ahead and just climb their way back into it and win in overtime. It was a great game to watch tonight.
All righty, well, I tell you what, we had 2 good football games tonight. This sets up an interesting toss-up here for Evergreen now. Now it's the possibility of this tiebreaker right on Monday afternoon. We'll go ahead and share the highlights of the game here.
That was that fake punt.
There, yes,
that
it
turns
was.
into 6.
Evergreen there definitely with the momentum on that one right there. And I tell you what, here goes the strong run there. I mean, just the way Kelso ran the ball the second half. I mean, it's not surprising that this is the way that they're scoring, you know.
Yeah, no, you're right. And you know, the thing is that everybody knew they're coming in to run the football.
Yeah.
Right, run the football, pound it through between the tackles, and they did that tonight. Ironically, this touchdown here is what won them the football game.
Yeah, it sure did. A pass play. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and then the drop there by Arthur Band. That's you know, he's going to lose some sleep on that one tonight.
He certainly will.
Because now they got to hope that they get to play this game on Monday afternoon in this 3-way tie. You know, and the 2 teams that they're playing now are coming off wins, right? Mountain View looks like they were winning up there in Richland. Prairie, we're assuming, we haven't saw it, but they're assuming that they won.
Right.
All right, everybody, we want to thank you very much for joining us tonight. We had 2 very good football games. Kelso, in overtime, takes the 3A GSA, the Greater St. Helens championship, sits there all alone. And we've got a 3-way tie possibly for second place to see who's going to make it into the playoffs. We want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. We had a great season. We hope you guys enjoy the rest of Clark County football in other locations as we try to cheer our teams on. This is EPS Sports. Rodney Lawrence, Ryan Vassbinder, and we're out.